Press the A button. Alright. This is probably it. Yeah. I don't think I finished investigating. Oh, I didn't. Oh, man. What was the next thing? What was the next thing I was gonna do here? I guess go in the evidence room. Yeah. Do I have anything else to talk to him about? Looks like no. Peace, buddy. We're going in. Alright, we're going in the evidence room. Alright, you all. We are continuing our investigation. We're in. Alright. What else do I have to do here? No. Oop. Quiet. Too quiet. Now, the investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room? It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. Did he punch me? Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So, is it true what I heard? You're like a selfish man. Go ahead and investigate that room to your heart's desire. Knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true. So, Chief of Police can't loan anyone $50? Even me? Oh, so that's who you were talking about. Actually, let's put in charge of the investigation today. Just for today? Boss for a day. Guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this. Evidence of the stabbing of a detective, okay? I would like to look at that. That was the evidence of the stabbing? Oh, that's the scene. I was like, evidence room floor plan? Okay. Oh, can I present this to you? Oh, I'm sorry, present this to you. Did you take a look at this? It's the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing.
You just resubscribed.
Yo, Night thank you for the 22 months. How you doing?
How long you subbed for. Thank you
For the resub to Foo. Appreciate you. Yay! Thank you. You're great. Oh, I heard the rumors. So is Goodman. What? What did you say? What did you say before that? I'm like, whoa! What is it? That second number. It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth! What? Second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. What? Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? Okay. Let's talk. So, Detective Gumshoe, you're boss for the day? That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? We're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation again. I'm adamant, though. I'm gonna take control and put this case to rest. My own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? Of course. I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open? Okay, let's ask about all that. I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, right? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL-9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my third card since entering the force already. Sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. Only the locker we can open. So the only locker we can open is our own. Except for the ones that are open. Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles? On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, zap, you get a shock. If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force who don't know about the fingerprint locks. Some people who don't know? What do you mean? Interesting. Let's present... Detective Goodman's note, and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone, because of the SL-9 connection. That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, 2 years ago. It was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. Really? Okay. What about this? If I see pieces of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. Nothing! That's fine. That is fine. Okie dokie. Tell me more. Oh, that was a bloody, violent case. Violent. It was a murder. Serial killing. Serial killing. Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake. Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence. It's supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL-9 incident, see? So, that switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself. What do you mean? Oh, we need to spray in here. I'm gonna examine the room for a little bit. That's cool, buddy. Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner. That looks like a car door. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away. Yeah, that's one of those human profiles for range testing. He's been shot square in the forehead. Better him than us. Alrighty. Something's sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, but that evidence locker was open recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot, too. I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat, either. If you're gonna talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of me, pal. Oh, in front of them. Sorry. This place is stuffed with evidence. Stuffed with dreams. I'm not so sure about the dreams. It won't open. Did you really think it would? Hey, pal, security side tech around here. Okay. Some more stuff. Hey, look, it's a fishing rod and a metal detector. I don't know what the other stuff is. Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here. What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is. Ah, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Right, pal. That's a metal detector. The one that led us to solving the solving of that case on Gourd Lake, remember? Oh, right. Wow, that feels like it was ages ago. And, I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure will come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap-looking box? You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart. Okey pokey. We just came in through. I wonder what happened if Officer Marshall cut the power while we were inside. Let's hope he remembers we're in here. Yes? I hear a kitten. There's a kitten. Let me find a kitten. Found him. He was hiding. He meowed. You gave yourself away. Mwahahaha. Oh, he's got a very strong honey smell today. Look at this tiny little teeny little, look at this itty bitty teeny little stupid grumpy looking cute little kid. Man, his scent is so strong right now. Have you ever heard of a cat that smells like honey? This one smells like honey. It's the weirdest thing I've ever... It's like one of the weirdest animal things I've ever experienced. He literally smells like honey. Like, okay, I'm ready to get down. I know, dude, I have such a good hosting schedule. Holy crap. I got so lucky with hosting. T2ID is going to be super late, but I'm very, very excited, though. Right on your little face. It smells like honey. Hey, buddy. Okay. Sorry, cute cat is cute. I have to cuddle him whenever he comes over. Getting him used to me and getting used to him used to us, just smushing him. Smush! 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 Kitten! Smush! Getting smushed. Anyway, let's look at this bloody handprint. Oh, what's this? Blood! It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright! What if there are other bloodstains left in the room? We should use your testing fluid to check it out. Hell yeah, we should check it out. Wow, someone must have broken something. Oh, there's blood on that pig to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of hooligan. Are those both cats? Oh, there's running around on the green screen flooring, though. Free hosting gigs. It's gonna be really fun. Yeah, T2ID and probably 2 of the most acclaimed games of last year. Yeah, this is the 5th case. This is the extra case from the first game. That's apparently from the case. The case? The SL-9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there? Another piece. Take a closer look. Of course. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke. You wanna try to put it back together? Ha! Good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. I think it's... this one? No. Oh, I see. This one? There we go. No, not quite. I think it's this one. Yeah. So funny. Yep, that looks right. Got some blood on there. There we go. This is kind of fun. Probably that way. I don't think that's right. Oh, that was right. Just kidding. No. There's no way. Yeah, I was like, no. Oh, that way. Oh, what on earth is this? So we're missing a piece. Huh? Well, I think we did it. But some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far too. In 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Are some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. No, it sure doesn't. Weird. I kind of understand how it got broken. Okay. Interesting. Here's a glove. Oh, this is another one. Someone left a glove here, but only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? Dude, why do we keep blaming Gumshoe? What on earth? Oh, well. I was like, this has to be emotes. Nice. What's up? I mean, SL-9, it does have a tag on it. Look at all the stuff that was left from the case. Show me. I thought all that stuff was supposed to be transferred. Extremely thin rubber glove. This one is open. Look, this one's open, and the red indicator light above the door is lit. The locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker. Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'll be hard to get it open again if we close it. Empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. What is this saw and paint doing here? Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression. True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Oh, it's from him painting this. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger. Well, you might say this is my studio. Here, in the evidence room? Does that handprint on the thing match the handprint on the locker, by chance? I have a lot of evidence now. Some more blood. There must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. So this is where the stabbing actually took place. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman. It's actually an alien? This proves something really happened in front of this locker. Make a note of that on the floor plan. If you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. That was rude. That was rude of us. What about here? No? Oh, here! Ooh. Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch the spot if he fled out the door. This just might be something significant. Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What, this? Called luminol testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. Just borrow $50 from the chief. Where do you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I'd better jot this down on the floor plans. Huh. Maybe that's it. Oh, here. Okay, this obviously, we knew this one, but yeah. I knew it! This is someone's right handprint. What? What's the matter, detective? This locker. It's mine. It's yours? Please, just tell me. When they come to take me away. Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor. Count on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. What? But you're a detective. Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you needed to be going to? Just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm going to give them my report for the day. What the frick is the rest of it? Might help, you know. Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? Come on, pal. Later. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too. Alrighty. Anything noticeable to present to you? Alright, fine. Where do we go? Where are we going? Here? How do we get there from here? What? Here? From here? How do we get there? How do we go? Here? Where do we find him? Okay, back in his office. Hey, buddy. Oh, guests, my apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. What? Is Edgeworth here?
They're standing by the window, a teacup in his hand.
Hey, buddy. Right. Is the hotel bring him tea service? Dude, I want somebody to bring me a tea service. Oh my god. If I could wake up in the afternoons and have like a tea service and a little just like in a little tea tray. I have a tiered tray for snacks. Okay? Somebody should wake me up every day with nice special teas and a little tea tray full of snacks, and every day will be good. Every day would be good. Make Bird do that? I should make him do that. I can even pre-make egg salad. Just have him bring it up to me. A little table. You set up a little table. Okay. Anyway. Bellboy outfit and everything. Is that so much to ask? Is that so much to ask? Oh. What's up to Bess? How you doing?
Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry.
I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Oh, by the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Oh, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems.
Really? Was it helpful?
Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. The real info's on the other side, Edgeworth.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him.
Hey, bud, how'd it go? So how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation.
Concealing evidence?
Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago.
Tell me about it!
Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However, something happened. They gave control of the investigation over to the police department.
The police department?
Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the chief of police, Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I think Gant is hiding something. I don't want to take down the chief of police. I don't think... that would be weird if they made him into a serial killer. That would be weird. I see. Why? I ask you. Why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. Still. Oh, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Let's present him some stuff. I did some research. Oh, right. I'd better check this now. As I was saying, what's this? A record of ID card usage. Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true.
Why, Mr. Edgeworth? I mean, this gives them the opportunity to put the body in his car, which makes sense.
Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. He's getting awfully sus now. Chief Gant, you getting real sussy. You're getting real sussy. Woo! Hang on. I gotta switch the thing really quick. Sussometer's up is a woo! Hang on. Chat, you know what this is? You know what this is? It's a woo! Woo! Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Jeez. Okay, let's see what happens.
The chief of police?
You wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. Yeah, it's very sussy. Dude. You told me you wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. Dude! But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
Can I ask what kind of case it was?
I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. Better make a note of it. Stubborn as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case.
Okie pokey.
I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect... Oh, okay. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. I do, actually. I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case.
Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner.
Best evidence. Okay. We know about this. We used that. This one might be good. I'm sorry. Maybe one of these two. I think these are the other ones. I'm sorry! I thought I might be able to get something else. SL-9, baby. You want to talk about that? Okay, tell me more about the case. No, okay. I need to show him something else. Can you talk about SL-9? Oh, okay. This one worked. I should have read it, sorry. It all has to do with that case you were on. The SL-9 incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You were the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. You must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Tea date! Put him on a tea date! They need to have a tea date. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. There we go. The SL-9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too then. I'm gonna be kind of bummed if he did it. He is so sus right now. But it's gonna be kind of a bummer, because I like his attitude. Legit, I like his attitude. He was a top officer. It was my first time working with him. I was nervous.
Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth?
What I want to know is why was the deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't... Of course not! I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something.
Oh, my sister? What?
If you were still studying forensic science.
Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this.
Luminol testing fluid, Well then, you might have a use for this.
Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints!
And chemically treated for better adhesion.
For me? Are you sure? You're the enemy, you know.
I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Alright.
Thanks, buddy. Well, let's get going. One last investigation.
Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. I know of at least two. He's playing behind the green screen curtain. Alright, bud. You're great. Should go have a date. You two should have a date. Okay, guess we can't use it right now. But where I do want to use it, I want to use it literally right here. No, use it here. Literally, use it here. Use it here. Use it. I swear to God. Use it on the stand. There's a handprint. There's a handprint. I'm upset. That's gonna be important. That's gonna be important, and it's not gonna let us do it. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. You're in this blood in the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose a finger that will have left behind the clearest print. Really can't tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. I would choose this one because it's... I mean, this is the clearest, but this is probably the one that's touching the most. I guess this could be touching the front. Let's just do this thumb. It's fine. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. I'm starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Oh, how do you do that? With the A button, of course. Once the powder's well spread, just blow away the excess. This was on the DS. You had to blow into the microphone, didn't you? Did you have to blow into the microphone? Oh my god, the kitten's having a blast. Yeah. It takes some getting used to. It's fine, it won't go up your nose or anything. Ah, you did it! You found one! But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck. Okay, worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Look at the locker door again closely. Wait, there's one right there. Fingerprints outside the bloody handprint. Yes. This one. Ah! There's... Yay! A print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? That's fair, Jumpo. I don't blame you. Especially with the snow. To zoom you in so you can be there without being there. That's nice. Just do up your face and that's it. Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet. It's quite a process. Okay, yeah. Guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth. And point out the person who thinks left these prints. I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprint are in different places, right? That means the prints probably don't have anything to do with their case. So whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this evidence locker? The one who it belongs to? That's the match. That's a match. So we found... So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what? Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. If I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Check it out. That's what I wanted to do, but just let me... Yeah. Yes, can I please use it on the standee? Warn you about something first. What is... The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any print in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. We say the probability of your hypothesis is high. Don't ask me. Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. I guess that means no. Where's one piece is missing too? Doesn't seem a little unstable, no wonder it broke. So, fingerprints. Yeah, I wouldn't need a fingerprint in here. We already did this. Oh, here. Maybe here. I can try. Okay. I don't know what it wants from me. Told you what it wants. To find a fingerprint. I can't. There's nothing here to... What do you mean? What? Oh my god, what a specific spot. Oh my god. There we go. That's pretty close. Seems right. Jake Marshall is the other one I'm potentially suspecting. Hey, these fingerprints thing. Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall. Oh, I see. It was like where his ring finger would have been. So it was trying to be like, hey, here's the whole handprint. Find this fingerprint. I get it. That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma, this is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. Oh! So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped bloodstain. That's very incriminating. Well, why would Officer Marshall... Looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. To be continued. That's it? I couldn't even wipe on the... I wanted to wipe on the Blue Badger! Ugh, frick. Of course it's not gonna let me do that. Alright.
So what do you think, Mr. Wright?
I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all,
The victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time,
and a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes.
Lana!
Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though.
So how'd it go?
As Mr. Wright suspects, the police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain.
A plea bargain? What do you mean by that?
We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't see capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma.
But Lana, don't tell me you...
Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Miss Sky. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belonged to Officer Jake Marshall.
kind of trace evidence.
Blood-stained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you?
In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall?
We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Sky? Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright. Why does she have the red muffler back on, by the way? Oh, she has a different one on. Hey, buddy. I feel like I'd come in court and be like, hi, Edgeworth. Oh my god, it's my future hubby. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is... I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. But that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared.
Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car.
Wow, this is one messed up trial. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself.
Now that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself.
And that's supposed to be an admirable trait? Very well, let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand. For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. Meekins. I mean, the so-called murderer.
What's up, Meekins?
Hot. You love hot, morally dubious fictional men. Wait, can you give me more examples? I love more examples of that. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Yes, sir! I am Officer Mike Meekins, sir! My occupation is, that would be murderer, sir. So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir! I'm the one who did it! I'll never kill anyone again, sir! Gotta believe me, sir! Actually, what we'd like for you to is... Sir, I'm what you would call part of the younger generation, sir. A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir, help me, sir. Officer Meekins. Yes, sir! Give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order. Yes, sir! As you wish! After all, I am a part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir. What? Wait, Jumbo, give me your list.
You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm.
Here we go. Crime report, sir. You never testify when you're the accused. You know it is what it is. Although it's not my normal duty. I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. What do you mean? This is all so sussy. Oh my god. Chief Gant was like, can you go grab this one random item from a closed case for me? Also, Meekins, can you just like hop in there and guard today for me? Cool. And here's some extra evidence for you all. Whoop! I'm like, dude. You're blanking one of those people that when I met. Oh, it's okay. Just if we go along and you're like, oh yeah, that guy. Oh! Let me know. I'm trying to think. Like, are you a Sephi enjoyer? Do you like Sephi? Morally dubious. I know we've had other characters like that on stream, and we've been like, I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. Oh, I guess Marshall also could have done it. Fought for my life, then I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you. Do unto others before they do unto you. That's a Meekins family motto, sir. I see. Then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. What I need here is more info to work with. Okay, tell me more about every single bit. Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Yes, sir! I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir! Yikes, now there's a scary thought. Evidence transferal was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir! Relevant? Relevant? Blue Badger. Yes, sir, the lovely police mascot created by the Chief of Detectives, sir. The freaking handprint on his face! I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir. It does look broken. I see. Sounds like a very important mission. After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room. I knew it would be important. As soon as it gets on your evidence list, you're like, why? Hello? Oh, boy. Always important. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? I love us working together. It's adorable. Elle from Death Note, kind of. Oh, look at you listening. You got it. You're listening to some stuff. Spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. Let's ask more questions. Yeah, I got you. In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct? Precisely, sir. I have one right here around my neck. So then your ID number should be listed on here, right? There it is! I found it! This is the one right here. Could you please read us the number? Yes, sir. It's 498-9596. That's my number, sir. I see. Huh. But the number 498-9596 is shown as being used twice. Oh, that's interesting. Now, who is this 421 that's all sevens? I think it's the chief of police. Or, wait, or that could be Officer Marshall, I mean. That's Officer Marshall. That's definitely Officer Marshall. It's gotta be Officer Marshall. Please explain, witness. It's no real mystery, sir. The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down. I see. So it was during that second time when... Yes, sir. That was when I spotted the man on the security screen. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. Tell us more about that, too. So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir! A knife! Maybe he wasn't threatening him with a knife. He was just trying to get the knife out of his locker. Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you. What happened then? Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was. You weren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to detain him. That's how I got this gash on my hand. Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be... When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. I fought for my life, then I did it. Wait, okay, all right. More details, please. More details, please. What exactly do you mean when you say you did it? I know I don't look the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir. Well, the man let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him. You took his knife? Spun around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes as I see. He must have been desperate. The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood. And then the next thing I knew, he punched me right in my face, sir. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. Okay, so that means he didn't... About what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious. Oh, right. According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30. About 15 minutes. He hit me right in the head, too. I woke up crying, tears of pain. That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is. When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir. Your mission? Yes, sir. The Blue Badger, sir. I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand. Wait, so you left? Well, we can all rest easy now. I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? He's got a point. Yes, Officer Meekins? With regard to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Kent delivered it to me just this morning, sir. The chief delivered it? What is that? A video? What? Why would the chief deliver it? He's so planting evidence everywhere. Not that it's fake. He's just doing it in a very purposeful way. Yes, sir. That's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room. What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape and was told that it had been mistakenly erased. Quite a mistake. I just do what I'm told, sir. That's the only thing I'm really good at. Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever. Well then, let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using the word murder, sir. It scares me. A video of a real murder. What are we getting ourselves into? It's not a murder. There's no murder there. Oh my god. Oh, we got some actual action right now. Oh my god. The glove fell out. Oh my gosh. Where did he go? That doesn't show anything decisive. Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within? What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood? Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department, sir! It's the Blue Badger, sir! Why am I not surprised? This isn't going smoothly. Yes, well, anyway, this tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter someone in the evidence room, and Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that all right with you, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir! As you wish, sir! Hear Bird yelling? Yeah. Who's he playing with? Oh, it's A.G. Tyler and Kai Bear. Perfect. Oh, man. Goofy boys. Mystery Man. His face can't be clearly seen in the video. But there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. What's this about a fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker, equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Tricky, that would mean. The victim at the crime scene would have had to have been Detective Goodman. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. Okay. His face can't be clearly seen in the video. Can I watch the video again? I don't want to watch it. What the hell is that cardboard cutout? Okay. We can't see the face there. The shirt is not hanging out of the locker! The shirt is not hanging out of the locker! It's not until later. I was right. I knew something had changed over there. You can't see his face either. It could be Gant. That glove could have had his fingerprint on it. See, the shirt's still not hanging out of the locker. That's Chief of Police Gant. There's nothing hanging out of the locker. Whose locker is that? Whose locker is that? This locker is open now. There's a glove. He's got a glove. There. Now it's hanging out of the locker. Yeah. Wait, he's gone too. Wait. Whoa! Oh, okay. It started over. I was like, what the fuck? Never mind. Okay. Started over. So he stuffed it in there. Whoever's locker that is the one responsible. That is the murderer. And it might be Officer Marshall. Or it's Marshall or Gant, dude. That's important. That's important. That is very important. I'm very glad I noticed that. That's like subtle. Okay. His face can't be clearly seen in the video. You're right. Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? The face of the man who attacked you with a knife? Sir, if you must label people as having seen or not seen the man's face, I believe I would be classified as the latter. The latter? But you were standing right in front of him, were you not? More to the point, you're the person who fought with him, aren't you? Oh, yes, sir, but I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. Good night, trainer. Good on you. You got this. I read about your stuff in Discord, but yeah. Have a good one. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them, you see. Awkward boy. Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer. Still, I'm sure it was him. I bet my badge on it. But there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I don't believe that. But you don't know that for sure, do you? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face. Well, I suppose you might say that. That is... Oh, wait. Well, why is everyone looking at me? If I had to label your stares as disturbing or... Meekins. Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods. Now please be more certain when you testify. Yes, sir! You claimed the man you brandished a knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you are positive it was him. I don't... this is true, but... I think he could have used the glove. About these lockers, is there no other way to open them? No, sir. I myself tried all kinds of methods in the past. The only responder were registered fingerprints, sir. I wonder what kind of methods he's tried. The man opened the locker's lock. Its only response was registered fingerprints, then it must be the person the locker was assigned. Exactly my point, sir, and this too. But his ID was at the other spot. That doesn't make sense. How do you know that information? I've heard rumors, sir, from people in the know, sir. People in the know? The workers in the department cafeteria, sir. They keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir. For the record, the opened locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source. It's not hard to beat it. That's why I think it just did that. So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. I disagree, but okay. However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face. Sir! I may say something, sir. Please do. After all, you're the one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. And it was his hand that tried to thrust the knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir. Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie. That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it. Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again. Is there a problem with the security video? Yes. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there's one thing in particular that seems rather strange. This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman. What? Yes. No, I got it. Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Edward. I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. You would want me to point it out. Yep, I got it. I'm there. I got it. Let me do it, baby. Let me do it. I found it. Problem in the video? You can do it, Mr. Wright. Set up between fast forward, rewind, or pause. Where's the contradiction? Right here. Right there. You see it? You see that? You see it? The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. If it's not this, I'm going to be so upset. Yes, that is strange. Something certainly seems unnatural about that. What could it mean? Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Wright, but you seem to have forgotten the point of this exercise. The point? What you're looking for is one thing and one thing only. Something that indicates the man may not have been Detective Goodman. What? I thought... Fine. Use the restroom again, you all. Hang on. 1 sec. I'm just doing it now. Hang on.
Found the other cat. Other cat. Cat number 2. Would you like a stretchy? My boy. He's like, no, not right now. Want stretchy? Not really. Stretchy. Stretchy cat. He's like, please let me down now. Okay, you can go. No stretchy for Momo. He's a baby. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, let's try this. Alright, the glove this time. Okay, stop. Get. There are 2 things to point out in this video. There. How about that? The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this.
Objection!
How was that not it? What do you mean that's not it? What do you mean? Is he really? He's like a dark chocolate. He's dark chocolate. He's definitely a brown color because he bleaches in the sun, and then he looks like.
You gifted us up.
And his fur got this light over the summer. No joke. Looking at this now, I'm shocked that was him. That was Mochi this summer. Look at the difference in his coat. Oh my god. He literally bleaches in the summer. Go back down. Versus this picture of him under the tree. And this is him now. Isn't that wild? This is him now. Dark brown kitty. Chocolate brown. Turns milk chocolate in the summer. Go back up. Here's another picture of him. Bleaching in the sun. Bleaching. That's also him. Oh, she's really cute. Momo. Cat's freaking running around. Okay. How does this guy ever become a police officer? Wait. Wait. What's this? The light's on. Wait, the light's on. Officer Meekins. Sir, do you mean me, sir? Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. The light was on. As I understand, the locker apparatus works like this. Why is this light going? You grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match, the light turns on and the lock is released. Zeras, thank you for paying for your gift sub and gifting another sub. I really appreciate it. Also, Devbox gifted a sub. I didn't even notice that, I guess. I don't know why. I didn't hear it. My brain didn't comprehend. I was busy. Thanks, team. It still says we're at 10:40. Maybe it's 10:41 now. We're like 9 or 10 subs away from Deadfox having to come visit in a Bowsette costume. I'm just saying. And then 60 away from the next incentive, which I'll have up soon. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. It's
already unlocked. It was already unlocked. Am I watching the whole thing again? Oh! When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker. Let's rewind a little earlier. Oh my god. Phoenix, can you go any faster? Dear Master, thank you for the 37 months! I appreciate you, thank you. Ah, peak. Peak. Here, notice the light? It's already lit. Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. Ah! Order. What's the meaning of this? Very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered. And the locker is automatically locked. Maybe the glove was keeping it in place. I know, it must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this. That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction. Oh, well, it just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? Me, Your Honor. Yes, why wasn't the locker locked? Me, Your Honor. Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator? Huh? Oh, maybe something like jammed the system sensor? Something jammed the sensor. Say, there's something else that seems out of place in this video. Yeah, I thought so too. There's gotta be another clue somewhere in this footage. Very well. Let's inspect the video once more. Okay, now I think it's the fucking glove. It's the glove. Please watch closely. This is a continuation of the part I showed you earlier. Oh my god, we have to watch. Ah! Festive outfit and room. Thank you, Stare. Christmas. There. What's this? Something white fell out of the locker. But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are open. Often fallen. Well, we can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with. What do you mean? The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. Can we point out the fact that there's a thing in another locker at the end of the video? Please! Please! Please, this is important information. It means that he had to have opened it on the way out and taken off the jacket and the hat. Ah! Okay. The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? And inserted. Very specific order. I know it's not the point of discussion, but it needs to be. That needs to be the next thing we do, please. This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door locking, the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. Not only that, it would have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator. It's an insulator, but at the crime scene, there just might have been something that fits the description. So, sir, okay. I think I got this finally figured out. Very well. What was the thing? It was the glovey glove. I found this near the locker, a thin rubber glove. But we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker. It has a tag that says SL-9 incident. Yeah. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker, but that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. This is not so, Officer Meekin. Sure. It would appear so, sir. I like how it's like we're getting the truth out of him, but he didn't even know. I know, most people are surprised I haven't played this yet, but it is fun. So are we to believe then that the victim, whom was witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman? Do not be misled, Your Honor. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Hello? You all full? Like your yummies? Good. I know I've been full. But you need anything? Did you have a good streamy? Fun playing with the boys? The goofy? Good time? Heard you yelling at each other. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Same to you. Yeah? I'm tired. I'm full. Yeah. You know, sometimes it's fun being nonverbal. You too, you're full. I bet you. My other hand. Okay, now we're crossing. Crossing hands. Okay. Now we're doing the blue badger dance, apparently. Yeah? You're watching me. You're watching the stream. You want me to watch the Clippies in the stream, like always, after my stream. Yes, of course. I figured that would happen anyway. You know what? Sometimes you just want to be nonverbal. I do this to Bird all the time when I wake up. And you're like, we're going to communicate through essentially charades, and you're going to have to deal with it. So that's what's happening right now. The tables have really turned. It's usually me doing it. You're going to just edit? You're going to edit? And then you're going to lay down in bed. Yeah. Tomorrow. You're like, whatever. Are you eepy? Are you a little eepy? Yeah. He's a little eepy. Eepy? Yeah. I'm eepy. Bird says hi. Sorry, passing on the party, yeah. He has not played Ace Attorney. He's watched some of this. Bleh. Drink some water. Bleh. Bleh. Same.
You put me off. You're like. I was so confused.
That'd be really funny.
I love the catastrophe, by the way, of this movie.
Yes.
At the beginning, I was panicking.
I know. I know. You could not keep it together.
I could just hear Wade.
I was like, drink it!
Wade in the background was just like, brother? Is everything okay, brother?
Because you weren't muted?
No, I was muted, but I was just standing there just randomly like this.
Oh.
And he was like, Bert?
Oh.
Brother? Brother,
Wade.
is everything okay?
Oh, that's
Look
good.
who...
Well, and the other one's over there. You want me to grab them? We can have both of them on camera. You gonna stretchy for me now? Stretch for me now. Moo. Stretchy?
Stretch.
Moo. There he goes. Stretch the cat.
He knows when I'm done streaming. It's like he's watching my stream.
He sat outside your door when you ended stream. He actually was sitting waiting outside your door, and then I brought him in here and he complained to me. He's like, no. Sorry, we're just having like hangout time now.
Sorry, I took over. Sorry.
He's in here. I know he's in. Cats. 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 Cats.
You do this one? The big...
Yeah. Cats. 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 Fight. Love each other. Almost got the crusties.
His
Cut, cut, cut,
eyes.
cut, cut.
Babies!
They
Yeah.
are babies.
Look at his eyes on camera.
Momo?
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, meow. Kitten's like, I'll get down. Yeah, sure. What?
Oh, oh my god. Oh my god. He said, he basically said, fuck
Well,
around
she's
and
like-
find out. Oh god.
Momo.
He's
Yeah,
like,
my
I'm-
camera's a little off. Guys, can you chill?
Oh my god. They're probably gonna wrestle now, so. Bye, friends. I'll see you another day. Goodbye. Also, do you like my shirt? Yeah, do you like my shirt? It's Hiraka Ramen! Hey, the mac was really good, by the way. Yeah, well, it was good. Was the
Yeah.
cheese different too? Not even the topping, but the cheese itself looked more like.
It's the same. I just topped it with like a little hint of cheddar.
Cheddar.
A little chatty bit.
Do you like my shirt?
That wasn't a put me down. That was like a I'm gonna slap the shit out of the kitten.
Yeah, it was a wrestling thing.
That was not against us. Mochi was like, "Oh, the kitten's here. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
let's play."
Yeah, he was in the play mood at that point.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Here we go. We're back in.
Oh.
Sir, me, sir. I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir. Is this a joke? Very well, begin your testimony. Mystery Man 2. There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. Okay. I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. I think he was already dead. He was already dead by this time. I think the blue badger's also blocking the blue badger's also blocking where the bloodstain would be on the locker behind. So we don't get to see if there is a bloodstain there. Because there could have already been a bloody handprint there. Just before the crime. Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room? This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. Special cases. Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end. Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. Oh, because his hair is already spiky. Only a few cases up for transferal there. Most were cleared up by noon. Right, I see. Now let us move on to the cross-examination. Is it drank if it doesn't instantly figure out the arbitrary puzzle time? Are you trying to drink? One other thing that proves that Detective Goodman, sir. Okay, tell me about it. So unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you? Yes, sir. Solid as stone, sir. If my hand wasn't wrapped in bandages, I'd even give the V for victory sign, sir. Can you just use his right hand for that? Let's hear him out fully. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. Okay. Is that the card hanging from your neck? One of those ID cards. Yes, sir. This card right next to my cuff, sir. I keep it here so I won't ever forget it. What if someone were to steal it from you? Keeping it out in the open like that. Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Remember when I said I was 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out of my car? Well, the remaining time, it's my ID that gets stuck. Center the door, okay. At any rate, each police officer only has one ID card. That doesn't make sense, though. An ID card is used, there's a record of it, that's true. Let it be noted that this is the record of the witness. The witness referred to. See, that would be it, Detective Goodman. What's the matter? According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here. Guys, chill. Cat's fighting, sorry. So it is, Your Honor. They're like, oh, what? Now the prosecutor behind this. Maybe he's behind this. Being a person, you can hide the evidence. Mom, is that man in blue a murderer? Don't stare at him. You got the wrong colored boy. Kid. It would seem the inquiry committee will want to speak with you again today. I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. For now, let us continue with the cross-examination. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. It must be so difficult for him. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his ID card. Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you. Yes, sir. He didn't show me any ID card, sir. Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife. Well, maybe he just panicked? Everything stems from contradictions that point him out. I'm confused. What? The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious? It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this. If I use this now and I'm wrong, I'll get penalized. So let's try it. We have this here. I guess we'll try it. Maybe this is it? Wait one moment, Officer Meekins. I'm not good at waiting, sir. I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene. That makes sense? No. When I said crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room of the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. Lost item report. It's only half completed. But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess. You believe this something to be his ID card, right? I can't say for sure, but there is a high probability. On the day of the crime scene, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. Order! So now, what does this all mean? It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. What's up, Eerie Gray? The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card. Cool. Order! Does the prosecution have a response? Only have one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, Mr. Wright. Bravo. Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime. I mean, this puts Goodman being dead from Lana. It puts it kind of back on her. But this is interesting. There's definitely blood there. And if it's Goodman's, it means he was killed there earlier. Which is what I think. And then stuffed in the car. And maybe she pulled out the knife. I don't know what happened. The man in the evidence room, Officer Meekins' encounter was not Detective Goodman. Oh, there are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes. What's he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also fake. Murder in the evidence room. Yes. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. That is, well, I guess that's right. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago you seemed content to be pointing your finger around. This isn't going to end well. Well, well. Yep. Seems you finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove. Explain yourself. The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means the murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. But there's blood all over the floor! So the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The murderer being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. Trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. Ugh. Yep. That's right. So now what? I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? Where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman. Just so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you have to do something, or else Lana... What do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? I guess I have to object! One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. Of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap. What are you talking about? Cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. I think it happened earlier. Right here. Right here. Here. Show the fucking jacket. Right there! However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Was the prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. Mr. Wright, do you mean... Wait, he never says any of this out loud, and she just knows what he's saying? This has happened 3 or 4 times. She responds to his, like, apparently inner thoughts. And she's like, I know, I agree. And I'm like, how is she hearing him? I thought these were supposed to be in his head. What? Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness. Oh, whom do you have in mind? Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply. Person, what is his or her name? Hello. Well, I mean, I'd like to talk to Chief Gant, but I guess we'll have to talk to Officer Marshall first. Take that! Yeah, whispering? Maybe. Sometimes inner thoughts and sometimes he's mumbling to himself. I guess it has to be. Officer Jake Marshall. Why him? Can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Very well, 30-minute recess. Okay. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time? We will, Your Honor. Court is now in recess. I need Bird to bring me honey. See? My throat is ouchy. Actually, it's only like another little bit, so I'll begin. Okay, anyway. Jasper. Okay. Let's just talk to the parrot again. Just bring the parrot back in. Bring Polly back in. Hi, Lana. I wanted honey for my throat, but I'll try to end soon regardless. So I should be okay. Okay. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out. I haven't figured anything out. Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Emma, you always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? Yeah, what the heck? Well, I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Yeah, Lana, do you just hate your sister, I guess? Oh my god, okay. Oh, yes I am. I'll come back later. Wait, Detective Gumshoe. What is it? Got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run all around all on duty. And to top it all off, you call me here. Seen happier people at funerals. Sorry, detective. You better be pal. Hey! I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky. That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked? Oh. You mean this, right? My apologies, detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name? Yeah, I'm new, I know. Isn't that wild? I've already played most Spike Chunsoft titles that are mystery detective related. So I've played Danganronpa 1, 2, and V3. I've played the Zero Escape series. I've played Raincoat, and then I've done Ghost Trick, and now I'm doing this. Have we done any other detective-y games? Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. But I bother you to bring me the SL-9 incident files. I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy. SL-9 incident? But Lana, I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them. Can't believe you, a chief prosecutor, were a witness in that case. The Sky was a witness. The Joe Dark killing solved 2 years ago. Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murders. Oh, what? Now that I brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Emma, but why? Why is your name in here? What? My name's in there? I don't know. Unless... No. It couldn't be. Lana, this SL-9 incident, is that... Oh, and I've done the Somnium Files. Yeah. I've done both of those games too. Yep. That's true. Sorry. Forgot about that. I also did the Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, if we're counting that, yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark killings. The Joe Dark. No, Lana! That's over with! No! Emma, wait! She ran away. Oh, you know what? I just remembered. I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. He's like, yeah, I'm fucking outie. Jake Marshall, Angel Star, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. It can't just be just a coincidence. Knowing you just might be able to figure it out. Why don't you just fucking tell us anything ever? Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. Better take a good look at this file. Why are they never helpful? Our fucking defense... The defense is never helpful to us. They suck. They don't want to tell us anything ever. I think I'm gonna go. Because pot. Yeah. I mean, yes, I get it. Yeah, I know. I would do a little bit longer, but specifically because of my throat. So we'll get back to this on in a couple of days. It's gonna be on the 27th. I know it's taking a while to get through it, but I mean, it's the same thing with Origami King. Tomorrow we're just vibing. Next 2 days are Christmas. Day after that is the next bake sale. We have our next 4 days planned. This is a long case. Yeah. And we have like some new characters introduced and all that stuff that are, I mean, new like, yeah. Anyway, you all are great. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it very much. And I will see you all tomorrow. We're gonna be vibing, Christmas carols, maybe go over some lists and some plans together. And then we're gonna play some Power Wash Simulator. So it's gonna be really relaxed, cozy, pre-Christmas time. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. If I don't see you until after Christmas, have a wonderful time. If you celebrate, like with your family or friends or whatever. Also, if you like cookies, you're welcome to stop by on the 26th and tip over a certain amount. And as a thank you, I will send you cookies in return. It's not a purchase. Not a purchase, but if you tip enough, I will, as a thank you, send you cookies. Anyway, we have all the details for that in the Discord. If you're not in there, feel free to join. And the details in there under announcements, as well as like the schedule. And I will post the schedule for next week as well, so you can kind of check out what's going on there. Kind of between now and basically the end of the year. Yeah, like I already kind of have all my days off figured out until after New Year's. So yeah. So I'll see you all tomorrow for some really chill time, chill hangout time and power washing. And then we will get back to this after Christmas.
Let's get down to
Thank you for the bits, by the way, Xeros. It's very sweet. And you used my actual cheer modes. I love my cheer modes so much.